All right, here we go. Here we go. So my first question is, does anybody know what Ed is talking about? It says after Mike opens his package and reveals it, Mike will from this day forth live in infamy. I got some natural light coming from the window. Let me do some tweaking here. I don't know if I want to go too dim. I don't want to go too dim on you. But we're going to get that. We have not seen it ourselves. It's a mystery from the internet gods. All right. Well, usually I say the light rains down from the heavens when I do a natural daylight show, which is pretty rare. Pretty rare. We usually start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. It's a little distracting with the window open. So my neighbor's walking the kids. I don't think they know I'm a YouTube sensation yet. I don't know. You got to keep that on the lowdown. All right. We have not seen it ourselves. Who do we have up in here? Got Mitch UMD. UMD. Mitch MD. Mitch MD. Festoon, that's the Frogman, by the way. Festoon is here. Festoon's Realm, the rebranding already. I noticed that you did a rebranding. You're up in the promotions channel at the Collector Art House Discord with a wholesale YouTube name change, saying you're converting all 3 videos that you've done so far over to the new channel. I don't know how many it's been. I've had this t-shirt, by the way, since I think 9th grade. 9th grade, guys. Freshman year, was it 9th grade? Maybe 10th, maybe 11th. Call it, what was that 20, 30 years ago? 25? Something like that. It's literally almost as old as Magic the Gathering. But it fits like a glove. It's like the best fitting shirt I've ever owned. And it's this hardcore band from Pennsylvania. You see? Look. You know hardcore music? They'd play at like the what do you call those things? Not the Moose Club, but it's like you know those places in town, those venues. It's kind of like a venue. I don't know. It's like an open room where people just go insane and destroy each other. All right, so we'll open the package. Hey, Andrina's here. How's it going, everybody? Leodic Nomadic Camper. Nomad Camper. I think Ed said he talked to Nomad Camper at one of the Ren fairs, and he had some nice words to say. So thank you for that. All right, so we'll open the Ed thing, so we don't hold him hostage all night. I know he's a busy guy, and he is literally for the past week been messaging me daily saying, Mike, did you get it? Did you open it? Don't open it. Don't open it unless you film it. So I said, we'll wait for the live show. I wasn't sure when we would do the live. I think I'm messing things up, aren't I? All right, so we're going to need an overhead cam for this operation. So we'll do that. You see that popped in there? I'm a professional YouTuber. We'll do a switch. Oh, that's a little dark. We're going to need some overhead lighting. So it'll be interesting because, you know, this show is probably going to go on for hours. That's usually how I operate it. And we might lose some daylight as we go. It's an odd time. It's 5 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States. So let me do some. Here we go. All right. So we'll have some clutch lighting. You see here we have the Juan Machuca premium cloth playmat, which is amazing. It folds up so easy. I actually did a funny video. Juan and I were talking about a promo video we're going to do of this. But it's like this nice tan. We want it to be like an old throwback, like scroll-like type of thing that reminded you of like the 80s or 90s or 1800s or early 1900s. Like a scroll, right? And you could fold it up. It's like super light. You could fold it a million times. So I did this funny thing. You could put it in a backpack, but you could actually get it in smaller compartments if you needed to. And it's very light, and then it lays flat so you can play sorcery on it, which is amazing. It's like about the same. It's a 2-player playmat. You see it's larger than my screen. I'm fully zoomed out. Let me put this sideways so you don't see it rocking the whole time. It is fully zoomed out, and you can't see it all. I can't quite zoom out enough for you to see it, but you can see it in the thumbnail and on the Sorcery Community Facebook group and the Collector Art House Patreon. It's an open post in the Patreon, but you would order this at CurioCavern.com. So I collaborated with an LGS. I wanted to, like, one of my goals this year as I get into more merchandising and helping the artists like sell their work through different outlets and whatnot, was to also try to support the LGSs. So I'm doing some experimental things with some stores, and Curio is one of the top stores in the US. I think he has 5 or 6 locations. I always forget what he tells me. He's got a bunch on the Northeast, all the way up from northmost is like Baltimore, and I think southernmost is Springfield, which if you guys know the Northeast, it's basically near Washington, D.C., up towards Baltimore, and then you go maybe like an hour south-ish. I'm not good with geography too much, but it's like an hour south-ish of D.C., let's say, and about 45 minutes south of me. I went to the Springfield Mall yesterday. He's got a Curio Cavern store in that mall. He's actually got one in the Manassas Mall across from Billy B's. So I take my kids to the Billy B's, and they climb around and do the slides and whatnot. And I see out the window right across the hall of the mall is Tom's store, one of his stores. And there's all these tables out in the hallway. It was mobbed the other day. So there's always something going on. He's got one in Centerville near where I work in my day job. But he's got one down at the Springfield Mall. So we went down there. He's got an LGS, and he's got an art-centric store. So you could go in there, you could paint, you can draw. From what I understand, I think people that create their arts can also display it within the store. So it was really cool. One of his employees had this. This is one of the sample prints of the playmat before we pulled the trigger on the pre-order. You see it's got, I don't know if you can see because of the lighting, but it's got a stitched edge, which is really nice. But it's like kind of smooth to the end, right? The whole thing feels nice and smooth, and we really went back and forth trying to get this right tan color, because at first it was like more white like this, and we really did not like that. We didn't want it to be white. We wanted to have this nice old school looking scroll like tan type thing. So it's really great. Yeah, and these are all the sketch concepts, not every single one, but most of the sketch concepts from his different elements. His pieces are very complex, tons of detail. And all his paintings from Sorcery, you guys saw in a recent picture I posted on that. He had all these sketches and a couple originals that I showcased. And these were the sketch concepts that he submitted to Erik Olofsson to kind of formulate his ideas and get his buy-off to use this artwork in the game. And then he would mature it, refine it, and paint it for the final pieces you see on the Gothic cards. So there's a lot of cards in Gothic, and some coming up, I guess, for future sets. We just saw the court one get released. All right, so let me grab that bag, Ed. It looks like a Chick-fil-A bag is what I told him. Look at this. So it's from Custom Ink. It's not from Ed's store. So he ordered this from somewhere. And the other side's got the label, so I don't want to show the label. But it says Custom Ink. Drum roll. All right. I am super curious. All right, it is a piece of fabric. That's what I felt. It felt like that way. All right, so it's a blue shirt. He did ask me what color I like, and I said I'm a blue guy typically. This is like a sky blue. All right. So it's a Gildan soft style. Also very nice. I like soft style. You know, I wear my shirts for 25 years, Ed. All right, so we do the back first. Let's see if it's a blank back. All right, blank back so we can build to it. Get a sense for the color. The fabric feels nice. It's a Gildan. It's an athletic shirt. All right, guys, you ready? I think we talked about a large, right? Is it a large? Yeah, I can fill that out. That's a large. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's got words on it. Hustling physical NFTs. Original artwork. Never looked so good. And look at the eyebrows. I knew. Are these my actual eyebrows? That looks like my cut, actually. That looks like my exact cut. Did you submit my exact eyebrows to this store? Because when I get and actually, Ed, I actually called this. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to ruin it or like tip your hand. But I went to the barber shop today, and I scheduled an appointment. I told the girl, I was like, look. She's like, what do you want to get? I was like, I need a 1.5 high fade, just a little bit off the top, and I need you to shave the eyebrows. Because here's the thing, you cannot just wax. Wax only gives you form, but you gotta address the thickness too. You can't be going Groucho Marx on people when you're a professional YouTuber. So I had her shave it up, and you know, she puts the clipper and she gets the little shave thing. See how nicely groomed it is? Look at that. Look at that. That is like, and I got a nice spacing there because of the waxing. And then you gotta curve out. You gotta edge out, right? You can cut glass with these brows. You know, never show up on YouTube with thick or unmanicured brows or fingernails if you're a breaker. See? These are model hands. Look at that. I work hard for these hands. Hustling physical NFTs. I got to go change out. I got to go change out into it. All right, Dan. Screenshot it, Dan. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it all in, boys. Boys and girls, take it all in. Physical NFTs. On YouTube, I have a new channel in the Collector Art House Discord. What do we call it? Reddit? It's something about Reddit. Let me pull it up here. I didn't expect the physical NFTs part, but I knew it had to do with the browse because Ed and Destiny love the browse. All right, so let me see here. What is our new channel called, guys? How do I find anything in here? Reddit Hot Takes. You go to Collector Art House Discord. You can find it in the show notes. There's a link tree. Go to Collector Art House Discord, and there's a Reddit Hot Takes that was just birthed this week. And there was a guy in there. Actually, I should read this one because this guy was particularly special individual. He's a very, very well-educated, studious individual who had a hilarious comment here that must be read. Where is this? Where is this post, guys? The self-promote. I found the self-promotion one, which is also brilliant. All right, guys. Oh, I think it was when I started the channel. Oh, no. Shoot. Did I copy the wrong one in? No. Yeah, it was a guy that said, that's unfortunate. I copied the wrong. Oh, no. Wait. I guess I didn't capture the whole thing, but let me share the screen, guys. Hang on. Let me close. Got to close a couple other things. I have a collectorarthouse.com site announcement to share today that I didn't want to leak prematurely. All right, so look, this guy, Purple Sound 9215. You could find this guy supposedly on Reddit. You got the Reddit Sorcery TCG subthread. So I'm doing a nice little marketing job for these scumbags over on Reddit. I believe we are heading towards a pivotal blah, blah, blah. I don't know how you find this. Got 88 people agree with this sentiment. 101 people had something to say about it. Purple Sound says it feels more like a hustle than a TCG at this point. Didn't Erik leave GGG, that's Grinding Gear Games, for a crypto/NFT scam before Sorcery? Things are starting to make sense. Sure enough, I don't know. There's something Erik left GGG, Path of Exile. Oh, of course, he references another Reddit post as confirmation to his narrative. And then Purple follows up, doubles down. He says, this makes so much sense. The game exists to sell physical NFTs through Collector Art House, hustling. So Erik is, according to this guy, Erik has collaborated with Collector Art House to sell physical NFTs. That is the non-fungible tokens that you can physically touch and hold. Those kinds of NFTs. Yeah. If you guys can find one and mail it to me, I would love to showcase some of the physical NFTs. This sounds like a great business, actually. I don't know anyone else selling physical NFTs. This guy might have found a niche in the market. Purple Sound, the entrepreneur. Everyone's an entrepreneur these days. You know, there's all these new communities, all these new Discords, websites. And, you know, we could be the first to start this physical NFT racket. It'd be amazing. Mike was spammed because he dares to promote artists and hustles physical NFTs, aka original artworks from Artwork. Yeah. These. Yeah. All right. Sell me something, please. This is actually my. Is it what do you call it? The not the surname. What's the goes before the name? I have something to sell you, Mike. The I have something to sell you is the part that comes before my actual legal name. Hustling the fungible non-fungibles. Exactly. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was great, Ed. I will wear this with pride, just like I wear my own eyebrows with pride. Obviously, you know, when you take care of something, you got to show it off a little bit. All right, let me shut down Reddit because it's going to keep beeping the whole time. And what should we move to next? Let me actually, let me. How do I do this? How do I do this? Agent Paco helped me out here. Be a professional adult at a minimally viable. It's a minimal viable product version of an adult. So if you go to the collectorarthouse.com website, I'll show you what I mean. There is now on the top banner, you see a shop page. And I got to talk to Ed because I think Ed also uses Wix. This is a Wix-based website. And I did that because when I first started this website, the whole point of the website was for it to be a content website, just to interview artists, right? Until I became a grifter, a shill, a physical NFT salesman, and what else? There's another Reddit post that was pretty hilarious. What did the guy call me? The guy had like 5 or 6 like amazing adjectives that didn't make any sense at all. And he said I contributed 0 content, by the way, too, which is impressive. Very impressive, given this website. So now it does have a shop page. So now they can accuse me of being an e-commerce shill. And it's very basic. It's like a 1970s Netscape. Was that pre-internet? Maybe 80s or early 90s Netscape page. It actually looks better on mobile because you just scroll down and you see all these playmats. But instead of now having to go to my Patreon and find like a Patreon post buried among all the different posts I post there and the sales I've had in the past, and you don't know if it's open or what inventory is left, et cetera, you can now go to collectorarthouse.com to the shop page on the menu and see all of the playmats that I have to offer. So the Pond sold out. That was out of stock. I sold all of the copies that I had, and then I gave Sam McKinnon a bunch of them to bring to Sorcery Con. He sold a ton of them at Sorcery Con, so a lot of people were able to claim them there. But you can find I have the 2 Sorcery Con ones from Indianapolis earlier this year. So we have the let's click it, see what happens. There you go. You have the Purgatory one by Brian Smith. So what we did is we gave a bunch of these to Brian, and then we gave a bunch of the Day of Judgment to Kaio. And so Brian was at Sorcery Con in Indianapolis, so he sold those and signed some of those. You see right on the front there. Oh, it zooms nice. Nice work here, Paco. Thank you. So it zooms, and you can see it's Day of Judgment. It was made in 2026. There are only 250 of these made, so limited print. And then we had this box here in case you wanted to get it numbered and serialized. That was the idea. However, I don't know what Brian did. He may or may not have done that. But a subset of this I will bring to if Kaio I announced is coming to the event, Kaio and Vivian Calazan. So there's still a certain number that Kaio will have, or you can buy them now and bring them and have them signed by Kaio at the event. And same with Brian Smith, actually, for that matter. I don't know if he still has some himself, the subset that we gave him. I know he sold a bunch as well, but he had some on his website as well, I believe. But then we have the Bower of Bliss from Severin Pinot. And then, like you'll see here, some I have in 2-player version, some in single player. Most I have in both single player and 2-player. The Purgatory and the Day of Judgment were single player only. The Pond, as I mentioned, is totally sold out. I don't have any of those anymore. The Elemental Avatars, I only have single player left. So if you go to, I guess if you click on both, it shows you the 2-player, but only 1 player is selectable. So I only have single player left of that. And then I have both single player and 2-player. And actually, someone discovered this on their own before. I'm announcing this live on the show now. I will post about it later in the Discord and probably some other forums. But people didn't know this existed yet, where you can order from the website instead of Patreon. And someone went and placed the first order. So someone just picked up a 2-player Philosopher's Stone playmat. And here's the single player you could see with the less grid spaces. But if I click on the 2-player, here's the 2-player image. You see this has my logo here on the left, and then Severin's on the right. The resolution isn't perfect there. It looks a lot cleaner. I think it got a little distorted on the image here. But it's a really nice looking playmat. These are neoprene. So everything on here are your typical neoprene playmats. And the new innovation here is the cloth one, which you get at CurioCavern.com. And then lastly, I do have both single player and 2-player left of Keith Era Mechanism. So collectorarthouse.com, you guys can go and find those. Yes, I am both a grifter and hustler of art and brows. I got to figure out how to sell eyebrow hairs to people because I got a lot to spare. You should see when she's just like combing it, hairs flying everywhere. It's an amazing experience at the barbershop. All right. I'm catching up on the comments here. Edbeard Jr., is this other Reddit thread true that you sent some more dragon paintings over to you? Yeah, I don't know. People, no matter what Ed says, people always misconstrue what he said. I saw someone in the main Discord was like, what was he saying? He was like, oh, Ed confirmed more dragons are coming. He didn't exactly say that, guys. He did not exactly say more dragons. He said he's working on a future project with Erik. So he's doing more work for Erik. I don't think he even said the word dragons, but he did say he's doing more for Erik. So some people are going to conclude, well, Ed's doing more work. Dragon Lord 2.0. Here we go. This is going to be weird seeing these eyebrows throughout the whole show. I don't know what people make of that. But it's the only thing that shows. You can't get full context. Hustling physical NFTs. And thank you very much for that, Edbeard and Edbeard Jr. family, for this amazing t-shirt. I will wear it in Pride. I will, most likely be wearing it at Sorcery Con, of course, in Philadelphia, the home of LeBron James, apparently, in February. All right. He says, I have no idea what those cesspools on Reddit talk about. However, on Archives of the Realms Dragon Lord YouTube video, and I believe someone did post on the official Sorcery Discord. Yeah, so what he said is he offered these additional artworks from the Dragon Lord story to Erik and said, go ahead, if you'd like to use these, you can use these. So if fans want to encourage Erik's Curiosa to use those, you can do so. Comment on it. Express your desire and demand. All right, so what are we going to do here, guys? Let me pull down the website. That was the website reveal at collectorarthouse.com. We got the shop page with all the playmats. There are some artist proofs that I sell directly, sometimes for Vivian Calazan's altars. I have some artist proofs from Elvira Palakowska and Vincent Pompetti that I have offered direct. You can see those listed in my Discord, but we'll work on getting those loaded on the website as well. But for now, it's just playmats. You see the only products you'll find here are playmats, and you can go and explore that while you're exploring the website. Hundreds of people every day are checking out the website. Most oftentimes going to the curio cards page, where you can learn about every single curio that has ever been produced that we've ever discovered in Sorcery. So you can sort by category. If I want to see all the alpha ones, there you go. You get a little snip of all the ones in alpha, and then say I want to learn about Gridlord. Sorcerer, you got the Sorcerer, and the back is the Gridlord. And then you get a little description. Some are longer than others based on the complexity. Like if you look at what is one of the longer ones? Maybe, did we have the River Styx story? Or is just a link? Okay, so you have some background on River Styx. I actually did a much more comprehensive article on the page you can find. And what was I thinking? The 9-piece. The 9-piece. Okay, yeah, so all the details. What I did is I reached out to every artist on the 9-piece, and coincidentally, I have collaborated with pretty much almost every single one of these artists. Vincent Pompetti, Asi Haikala, Elvira Palakowska, Seagrave. He did come to Sorcery Con in Vegas, which was amazing because he never goes to any appearances like this. This is his first TCG show. It was incredible. Mikhail Nagy-Paul, of course, Severin Pinot, and Vincent were some of the first artists I worked with, and we've offered several artist proofs for Francesca Berald. But I reached out to them when this card first came out and broke down card by card what the story was, why this is a curio, and what the historical relevance was for each one of these. So if you scroll through, you can learn about all 9 pieces of the 9-piece. I should mention here before I forget, guys, tomorrow night I will be recording an episode with Rule Zero. Rule Zero is a newish channel. I think he said he discovered the game 4 or 5 months ago. And his channel's doing well. He's doing a lot of like gameplay content. He said he's a game player first, but also a collector. So oh shit. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that dialogue box was that just popped out. I might be getting DDoSed, as the kids say, which I don't fully understand what that means, but I might be getting hacked on some level. But Rule Zero, hey, Gadu, what's up, man? Speaking of King of the Dragon Lord, I was gonna have the King of the Realm, Tony Sudlow, on today, but we talked about it yesterday. He was excited to come on, but he said he was not feeling well. He didn't sleep well, and he needed the day to recover. So we'll resurrect the King of the Realm, Tony Sudlow, for a future episode one of these days and see what he's been up to, because we haven't heard from him much for a while. The last I heard from him, he was at GaryCon, and so Sudlow always goes to GaryCon. Jeff Easley always goes, and oh god, I'm blanking on the who am I forgetting here? I'm completely blanking. I got to go to the artist page to jog my memory. Doug Kovacs is who I was looking for. So Doug Kovacs is always there. There's Doug, younger version of Doug here in his prime. So there's a young Doug Kovacs, and Brahm was there this year, and not only Brahm, but there was a celebrity appearance. Coincidentally, no one knew he was coming. I think he just showed up because he lives. It's near Chicago. I think he might live in Chicago, or he's from there or something. Vince Vaughn was there. Vince Vaughn, the actor, and it was awesome. He got a picture with Sudlow. Actually, if you go to the let's go to the community Facebook group, guys. Oh, there it is, Frogman. Great picture, Dan. Oh, and you got Leo and Z's in the same. What a professional Dan is. He gets Leo and Z's. Hustling physical NFTs. Never looked so good. Original artwork. Amazing. With the brows. It's a true story. All right, so let's go to the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, and we're going to search for Tony Sudlow. And all right, so here's Tony with Easley. And I don't recognize the other guy there. And here's Brahm on the left. There's Tony. There is Jeff Easley. And Rob Rupel Planscape. What? At GaryCon. Rob's looking good, man. All right. And there's Tony and Brahm. Tony was a little startled there. He's always got amazing wardrobe, too. There you go. There's Tony and Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn at GaryCon. Just showed up out of the blue. Yeah, Gadu, you got to come back on sometime, man. In fact, if you want to come on right now, tonight, you're welcome to. Isn't it like a 12-hour time zone difference? Is it 5:30 a.m. in the Philippines right now? Let's look this up. What is it, Gadu? I think my thing's on a lag, so I'm just going to look it up. Current time in Philippines is 5:28 a.m. Nailed it. Gadu, what are you doing up at 5:28 a.m., man? That's wild. I appreciate it. All right, so what was I going to do here? What we're going to need is a wheel of names. Let me just do something here, guys. I don't want to risk it pulling up Discord because there's no telling what you savages are saying in my Discord. So I don't want to just cold turkey call it up at the risk of hurting sensitive eyes. All right, so the reason I need to go there is because we tell people that we're doing the breaks in the Discord and on my Patreon. This one, did I do this one as a Patreon exclusive? I think one guy is not in the Patreon, and he paid the full price. But I did this as a $60 per pack deal. That is a deal for Alpha these days. And we sold one box. I said I'd be willing to sell up to 2. But once we pre-sold one box, we got it scheduled, and now we're ready to go. Milking that NFT Reddit shitstorm. Is that what they're saying on Reddit already? What's going on? It's in copy. Yes, someone's going to react to that. Someone's going to be incensed by that shirt. And I cannot wait to document the outrage on the Reddit Hot Takes channel. All right, something I keep messing up here. I don't really know how to use the internet yet, guys. Still getting adjusted. It's only up. What the? It's only been how many years since they invented the internet? Do I gotta do this old school way? All right. Poughkeepsie had 8. Roberto's for 10. Jesse A 10. Eric D 5. And Ghost 42 for 6. Which should add up to the magical 39. All right, so now what I want to do is append that to that one. Can I do that? I thought you could do things like that. Can I merge my internet browsers? Ah, come on. All right, I think what'll happen is if I call it up on this side. Oh, yeah. All right, so I can kill this one now. And then we got the pages we need. All right, so as I was saying, guys, what you need to do, here you go. If you want to see myself, look at it, in the eyebrows. I don't know, maybe this is where I got it from. Those eyebrows. Juan painted these eyebrows meticulously and miraculously. So let me go to announcements, because I thought I had a cleaner resolution image of that in my announcement. But there I am. Here I am. See, look. Take a look at this. This is me. Juan Machuca painted me in the, what was this one called? The Overflowing Court. Overflowing Court. So there is me next to the head courtsman, let's call him, okay? And then down here is Erik Olofsson. So Erik and myself appear in our first sorcery painting for a card. And then what none of us realize is you got a frog tattoo right here. So this, in theory, could be Frogman. And we'll see. We'll see if he lives up to the reputation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We will not restart, please. We'll see. We'll see if he can live up to that hype at SorceryCon at the Collector Art House Patreon after party. And yeah, there's a lot going on here, guys. If you go to the Collector Art House website, where I was showcasing the shop page, and go to exclusive content, you can go to these sub filters, or you can just go to Overflowing Court, right? I just published an article 6 days ago with a description of all the different Easter eggs, almost all. Juan left a few to imagination for you guys to discover. But you can go in here and you can learn about all the different elements, or many of the different elements of the Overflowing Court and the meaning of those, with quotes directly from Juan. So every time you see this little blue thing, that means it's a direct quote from Juan. All right, there's Erik, the main judge. The main judge. Remember this? I was blown away that this was an international symbol. When I was in high school, like I was talking to you about with that other shirt I was wearing before the Ed shirt, we would do this, right? You see one of those, and you get if you get someone to look at that, you punch them in the leg. Charlie horse, they call it, right? You punch them in the leg as hard as you can, and they just have to take it. They bruise up, and they go explain to Ma what happened. And there's me, Mike Servati, Collector Art House. Did I spell my name right? All right, good. Good. Head shill and grifter. Look at those eyebrows. This is pre-shave, and that's with shave and wax. It's a 2-stage process, guys. If you're only doing one or the other, you're half-assing it. It's a 2-stage process. Get it right. Or else do not let your face be shown on YouTube. Don't even do it. Don't even try to do it. All right, so we got the wheel of names. What I want to do now, guys, is go to Discord. You see the guy? It's right by Erik's head, too, which is hilariously strategically placed. Because if you want to see Erik Olofsson, the creator of the game, if your attention strays just right, just slightly right, you are getting punched in the leg. Viciously and aggressively. If it's me doing it. I'm not letting you off the hook. All right, so go down to Reddit Hot Takes. And then the beautiful thing here is you can find all these like nice Reddit links and screenshots of these degenerate morons saying the most absurd shit you've ever heard. This is a good one here. Let's give it a good look. Oh, wait, no. That one wasn't aggressive enough. I don't even want to give it the time of day. Let's see. Here's a good one. It really sucks the game is headed up by a rich crypto bro. It's an absolutely stellar product, but he controls every aspect and makes so many dumb decisions. Guys, if only we had a broke loser. If only he was like just a little more poor, you know? we'd be in much better shape here. You know, it wouldn't be like so scammy. If he was just like slightly less wealthy, we could probably milk a few extra years out of Sorcery. That's basically the TLDR on that one. If one long run-on sentence is too much, then yeah, if we had Pharma Bro, who's clearly well, this is a good point on Pharma Bro. If we had Pharma Bro, who's a little more poor than Erik, we'd probably be in good shape on this one. The art might not be as good, but the comedic shtick would be very strong. I promise you that much. All right, hang on. What else do we have here? This was an oldie but goodie. I think. Oh, okay. So yeah, Sean dug this one up from the archives. I won't name names, so you guys you may or may not figure it out. I'm adding a little something here. I don't know. Can you guys see that? I don't know if the resolution's good enough. Won't name any names. This is what these guys do with this thinly veiled hate that they do. They're like, I didn't slander him if I didn't say what his name was. You know, if you guys try connecting dots, that's on you. Like, you know, it's not slander, it's not defamation if I didn't say the name outright. I won't name names, but there's this one guy in that community group. Could have been anyone. There's a lot of community groups, right? Tons of them. Who's the worst? That one guy is the worst. Maybe folks might be able to guess. He's honestly the poster child for everything wrong in the sorcery scene. Ego, control, very controlling, this guy, and squeezing artists for clout and cash. Clout and cash, you know? Couldn't just be one or the other. He doesn't cover the game. No coverage. Zero coverage. He doesn't engage with the mechanics. I don't know if he means the mechanics. Let's see. Does he mean game mechanics? He doesn't engage with the mechanics or the community in a meaningful way. So, you guys, you need to engage with the mechanics. Like, you got this, see this Zeppelin of Zealots. I've never seen this card before. I didn't even know Sorcery had cards. I thought it was a NFT art project. Exceptional mortals held aloft by faith. Ward, airborne, while warded. So, I mean, if I was a decent human being, I would engage with these mechanics. I would ward. You know, I would not shave. I would not shave nor wax my eyebrows. I would use them to ward my face. You know, now like the sun's going to get me. You know, like a harsh wind could just blow something right in there. It's just going to skip off my forehead now. You know, like it won't even slow it down. I'm not engaging at all. Airborne while warded. So I won't be warded, so I'll probably be airborne according to this guy in any meaningful way. He's just there to grift the people in that group. All right. I should have just called it the Grift House or something. It would have been a little more straightforward. Everything he does is self-promotion. Doesn't help anybody else. Nobody. Self-promotion. It's never about the game. Nothing ever about the game. The art, guy never talks about art. The artist. Have you ever heard an artist's name come out of my mouth? It's always about him. He built his whole presence on gatekeeping, silencing creators. So, you know, like if you tried to call up another YouTube channel lately and it just in your internet browser crashes, that's me hacking. That's me DDoSing people. Silencing creators and skimming off the work of others. A SorceryCon artist even said he takes 30% to run an auction. 30%? It's outrageous. It's outrageous. These guys just throw around arbitrary numbers here. Arbitrary numbers. I don't recall ever charging anybody in my life 30% on anything. That's disgusting. And let's be real, those auctions are often propped up by the same small inner circle of friends bumping bids to create fake hype. Now, mind you, I think this guy said this like a couple years ago. So this was before the cabal, the caballeros, the buyouts. There's been a lot of buyouts coverage, a lot of exposure, a lot of people exposed. And this guy was onto it. It's great when artists get more for their work. Oh, okay. So he likes when artists do well. All right, it's reasonable. But when it's built on manipulation and performative support, that's not a community. That's a hustle. So if the artists do well, but it's performative and it's not like community wellness, then that's bad. If you actually want to support artists, just buy directly from them, cut out the middleman. So let's circumvent their desire to work with somebody, go directly to them. If they don't want to sell directly to you, we'll just keep asking. You know, eventually we can break them down, right? Let's cut out the middleman. This is the same guy who props up someone who faked a curio. All right, this is where we get to the real thing. So this is how I remember it was a few years ago. Because a few years ago, there was this great guy. I'll say his name, Jeff Rosato. You guys know Rosato? He's not around a lot, but he was in Vegas. He did a great documentary of the Vegas Sorcery Con. And I thought he was a cool kid, very young guy. And he loves sorcery. He loves playing the game. He came up with like a really awesome deck archetype. And everyone was like livid about it. They're like, he was like saying like it broke the game. And it was like, like something was overpowered. And everyone like lost their mind. Like, this guy doesn't even play in the league. He's not even in the league. You can't say what's good. He doesn't know. He's not in the league. You know? He's not in our league. You can't sit here. You can't sit with us. You don't get to make decks and play the game and say what's good and not good. That's what he basically said. There's the same guy who props up someone who faked a curio and calls him a top player. Seriously. And somehow he's always surrounded by the loudest, most toxic voices in the scene. I guess that's Frogman Dan. Ever notice how the legit people keep their distance? So let me see. Let me rattle off everyone that's not legit that's on the stream right now. Mitch exposed, Festoon exposed, Dillbread 1 exposed, Shadow exposed, Leodic, Andrina, fake painters, probably making NFTs as we speak. Who else? Get in JT, scammer. Who else here? Let's see. Ed Bear Jr. probably just making digital art while we're talking, or I don't know. Maybe he's probably selling NFTs. Who else? Who else selling NFTs? Arbogast, that he's like the UK king of NFTs, and Paco. Wait, what do you call these people? They're not legit. They're just not legit. Okay. Beard family, Gadu. Sorry, Gadu. I liked you before, but the guy said you're not legit on Reddit, so it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that you're not the guy that I've been talking to for the past 6 years, Gadu. But it's on the internet now, so I don't know. Maybe we should have another interview and figure out if we get to the truth on this. Even their brand name taken from someone else's project, of course it was. It's all a grift, all about keeping the spotlight on himself. But hey, no need to name names. We could be talking about anybody, right? Then he deflects liability at the end. Deflects. Wu-Tang is in the next set. Confirmed. That's a great way to end it. All right, so anyway, if you guys want to laugh your ass off at morons, we're going to spare you and save you from Reddit. You just go to Collector Art House Discord to the Reddit hot takes thing. And anytime someone mentions me, we're going to give them some shine and laugh about it until I get annoyed and probably have to shut it down. Here we go. Look at those glorious brows. Hustling NFTs, original artwork, never looked so good. And fine print is the original artwork. All right, I'm going to shut that down because it's just going to beep the whole time if I leave that up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. We have Wu-Tang in the next set. Confirmed. What do you mean? Who would be in it? Method Man? Raekwon? What was the RZA? Wasn't RZA one? Or who's the guy that did Rassassination? You know the guy that did the Rassassination? Oh, Rass-Cass. Was Rass-Cass in Wu-Tang? This guy didn't know I love rap. He never knew about it. All right, let's ask the Google machine. Was Rass-Cass in Wu-Tang? No, Rass-Cass was not an official member of the Wu-Tang Clan. He is a well-known West Coast rapper from Carson, California, while Wu-Tang, can't even talk. Oh, Old Dirty Bastard, yeah, is a legendary group from Staten Island, New York. Oh, he's from New York, like Nas. But Nas is from the Bronx, right? Or no, he's from Queensbridge, of course. Queensbridge. So he did collab with RZA. All right, who is in Wu-Tang Clan? I wonder if they'll give me the list of still alive versus not. All right, yeah, RZA was in, so he collabed with Rass-Cass. That's why I was confused. Method Man, Old Dirty Bastard, who is passed away, right? Ghostface Killa, Jizza, Raekwon. I liked Raekwon. Ice Cream Truck. You like Ice Cream Truck, Wu-Tang? 49 Wu-Tang? That was a great one. Inspected Deck. Capadonna, Master Killa, You God. Who are these guys? They're not in the Wu-Tang Clan, are they? I don't know those guys. I don't know those last four guys, I must admit. I only know the core of the clan. And I know they're behind the buyouts in Sorcery. Someone put that on YouTube and on Reddit and make it real. Make it so, baby. All right, guys, let's go to the overhead cam real quick so I can chill some art and stuff. Grift a little. Little grifting. Never hurt anybody. All right, guys, so we're going to do some Zoom. I needed to give you guys a heads up on this one because you're going to have to raise cash. Coming to auction, not this week, but I think what we'll do is do this next week, is the top grail in Sorcery graded a perfect Gem Mint 10 by PSA. PSA grading. 2023 Sorcery Contested Realm Philosopher's Stone Alpha Foil. Gem Mint 10. And people look at it and be like, I don't know. Looks slightly off center. Look at that. I don't know. Is it as clean as they say it is? Everybody second guesses the graders and says the other grader's the best grader. That's the thing to do in the grading scene. But we're going to have a PSA 10. We're going to find out, is the Alpha Sorcery market legit or not? It's a yes or no question. It either is or it is not. Is the top grail card from Alpha in perfect condition, according to PSA? According to PSA, do you trust PSA or not? We're going to find out. We're going to run this probably a week from today, next Sunday to Friday. We'll do a Sunday to Friday on this bad boy, just like we do with the paintings or any super high-end card. All right, so we got that. What we have ending tonight is the Erik Olofsson playtest card, Cloud City. These are printed by Erik in New Zealand in the early days of playtest. And this one was one of the cards he described that was pitched to him by Nick Reynolds, co-creator, early designer Nick Reynolds. He told him about the Pudge Butcher and the Cloud City, and he really became infatuated with this grid-based design of the game. So you see in the early playtest cards, in early development, in the precon sample cards, these are playtest, not sample cards. Difference is the sample cards were printed in China. These ones were printed by Erik in New Zealand. You could tell right away by a few distinguishing characteristics, like the more rounded corners, the card type a little bit. Oftentimes, there's a lot of different changes here on how the card functions. Casting cost, sometimes title, sometimes rarity, sometimes type line text, all kinds of different things, right? So that is Cloud City. That one ends tonight. I think it was at like 500 or 600 or so at last check. I forget. That ends at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. And then the other thing that is really hot ending tonight is the Alpha Precon kit. You see the Alpha logo? But Mike, why isn't the plastic seal on that? Because you're a scammer grifter and you don't make sorcery content? According to the Reddit guy? Well, it's because Erik had to sign the box. And you still have the security seal. So it has all of its normal contents. And the seal here, see the seal is not broken. You know when the seal is removed. But he had to take the plastic off so he could sign here in gold ink pen. So it's like one of those, what do you call those? Those like paint pen things? So it's like this nice gold Erik Olofsson. The novelty and the beauty of this is, per company policy now, Erik only signs the Erik's Curiosa card and the Sorcerer card. You know, the Sorcerer avatar card. So he only signs those two cards. Here's the Sorcerer on the top of this box, right? Sorcerer. So if you have a copy of this card, Erik Olofsson would sign that, or the Erik's Curiosa card, which is on the back of the box here. Erik's Curiosa card, upside down. If you have that card, he'll sign those. He will not sign these pre-con decks. So why is this one signed? Because there were, can you see there's 4 behind me over next to the frog painting, the Mikhail Nagy-Paul frog painting? I was one of the top 4 backers of the Kickstarter. Each of the top 4 backers, 4 people, 4 top backers, got 4 of these boxes signed by Erik. So 4 times 4 is 16. It's only 16 of these in the world that he's signed, and he will never sign them again to preserve the value of the top supporters of this game from day one. So one of the other top supporters, the 4 that I own are on the shelf, is offering his, and I'm offering it for auction. I think it's at $900 right now, is not hit reserve. And $900, people will be like, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, the non-signed version, what is the non-signed version even going for these days? I'm going to look it up on TCG Player. What is an alpha pre-con kit going for? The normal one that anyone could buy. There's kids out there going nuts, guys. I hear the kids. So, Sorcery Alpha Precon. Nothing. Is it because I got to type in preconstructed? Oh, okay. Whoa. Are you kidding me? There's 7 listings starting. All right, so let me show this because people are going to call me a scammer, pumper, shiller, grifter. The lowest listing right now is $1,349.99. Lowest listing. All right, so let's see what it's sold for. So no one is selling theirs. That is actually pretty interesting. Oh, wow. So there was a sale on July 5th, about 21 days ago, 3 weeks ago, for $975. You can see there's a bunch of sales here, around 800-ish, and then it jumped to almost $1,000 for a regular box, not signed at all. So regular box of the Alpha Precons. Wow, phenomenal. $1,000. So it's $1,000-ish, $997.69, and $975 are the last 2 confirmed sales on TCG Player. So it's called $1,000 for one that's not signed. Not signed. All right. And there's only 16 in the world that are signed. So that's why we haven't triggered reserve yet. And now the lowest that someone is willing to sell for is $1,349.99. And if we go to the Collector Art House Discord, guys, and you go up here to the auction. So live auctions and breaks, live auctions, breaks, and offers, because I have some original paintings listed here for direct sale. I also have several in the Trusted Games Marketplace if you guys want to join there. But the Alpha signed Precon deck is currently at $900, current bid. All right, and is not triggered reserve yet. Has not. All right, and then the Elvira Palakowska Cloud City card that I just showed is at $500. That one has hit. That one was actually auctioned with no reserve and a starting price of $200, whereas this started at $1, but with a reserve. So both of those auctions end at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. Maybe later I'll show you guys some stuff that might be coming up this week. Here's some Juan cards to go on the playmat. And let's see. Do we want to get into the break? Let me see. We're going to have to zoom out a little bit. And what do we got here? All right. So I showed you the Erik signed Precon kit. I'm going to set that safely aside so we don't mess with that. We want to keep that in as pristine condition as possible. Oh, there might be something coming up here, guys. This. All right. So at Sorcery Con, Juan did a few of these. So there's altered cards, right? A card where the facade, the face of the card is completely reimagined, repainted. Juan kind of took things to a new level and went with altered Gothic deck boxes or booster boxes. So under the lid is an amazing painting, hand painted and altered by Juan Machuca. So I'll give you guys a heads up. I'll just go ahead and say it now for the 17 people watching currently. This week, in transit, on its way to me, there will be more of these deck boxes coming. So I think what I'm probably going to do is auction one of these. It's going to be treated and valued kind of like an altar in terms of reserve price, because this is like one he did quickly. Believe it or not, he did this quickly at Sorcery Con. So some of the other ones that he's done and he's sending me are going to be more detailed, really beautiful like this under the hood. So when you store your cards, a lot of people keep these very nice premium boxes, right? Heavy duty boxes. And you open it up and you store your collection in here, and you're going to get an altered Gothic booster box. So we'll treat this like an altar, and he's not going to like crank these out like a machine worker, like a factory. He did do several of these that will be offered, but this isn't something he's going to do like all the time, right? So it's a special thing. It's something we thought would be different and try to offer for people that might want this. And I think it's fair to, at least for the first one, I was thinking about offering it through my Collector Art House Patreon. You guys can sign up at the Patreon starting as low as $5 and then up. And typically people that are at the higher tiers or have supported the longest get priority on limited series type things, right? Things that are limited in nature and not like mass produced like a print might be or something like that, right? So hand-painted art, essentially, embellished prints, limited things like that. Altars. So we will auction probably the first one, and you could look for that later this week. I think it'll probably be here in a few days or so with shipping and altered Gothic boxes by Juan Machuca. Really awesome. He did, I think the concepts largely or entirely are inspired by work he did for the game. In the game, right? All right, so we're going to set that aside. And now we're going to get ready to do the alpha break. As soon as I get that to go away. Cannot figure out how to get that to go away. I don't want to read more. I don't even want to see it. I do not want to see that. Okay. Some pop-up window came up. All right, guys. What we're going to do in just a moment is a glorious alpha break. Now, hang on a second. Holy shit. Hang on. Just got a message from Jesse Pilkus. How do I share the YouTube link, guys? I need the link. I want to send it to him, see if he just got home, man. He had a long journey home from this event he was at this weekend. So we'll see if we get Jesse Pilkus up in here. All right, guys, I got to get refocused. So what we're going to do is open alpha. All right, so an alpha box break. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the wheel. Alpha and... Ah! Did you guys... This is beta. Beta. It's gross. Gross. What is this? What is this mass-produced garbage? What is this? It's like a 2 billion print run? It's been in print since my first child was born, I think. What a scare. What a freaking scare. It's been in print since my first child was born. All right, there's the alpha we've been looking for. There she is. You know how I knew the windmill was on the back instead of the Eric's Curiosa? See? You thought I was scamming you. But I know my boxes. I create content for Sorcery. I'm a content creator, guys. Thought it was just a shillster. Some thought so. All right, I'm going to break this. Oh, the blade was out. I'm going to break this bad boy open. Oh, like I say, go to CurioCavern.com. For only 2 weeks is the pre-order for these wand mats. Right out of the gate, we got a lot of orders. So it's very popular, very high demand. Obviously, it looks amazing. It feels amazing. Incredible quality. We're going to keep the pre-order window open for 2 weeks. And then what we're going to do is place the order. And we expect to ship in... I'm going to mix them up, guys. I don't care about this data about where's the curio. Where was the curio? Was it in the like bottom right pack? I just want to have a good mix and get this box out of my way. Was it in the bottom right pack or not? I don't know. I want to have a good mix. So 2 weeks on the Juan Playmat order. Do a random mixer. And then we will place the order, and then we expect to ship out in September. So what's going to happen, guys, is Tom from Curio Cavern, he's the owner of the store. His crew, his logistics team is going to work on getting those orders out to you. So we're going to place the order. I collaborated with a local game store because, as I said, I want to support artists the community, and game stores, retail stores. With my artist connections, with the different merchandising I'm doing, with publicity for their store, with prize support. I've helped a lot of tournament organizers with donating prize support. So despite what you read on Reddit, I am actually trying to lift all boats in a win-win scenario. So what? Like, I dedicate my time, I market things, advertise things. So what? So what? Is that a crime? Isn't that what Eric's Curiosa does? Isn't that what any person or business does that's employed with any kind of company? You can enjoy something, love something, play something, collect something, and also sell that thing that you also collect and enjoy and sell. Like any LGS, any store, any business. So if you hate like an individual doing it, you must hate the creator, the company, and the store as well. Otherwise, you're just like an angry, miserable person. And when you expose yourself on Reddit and these other like trash platforms, you are telling me who you are, actually. By saying who I am, we are learning about who you are and your own pathetic insecurities. And it's funny. It's actually funny. Physical NFTs is what they say. Hustling the physical NFTs. You guys make me laugh about it. I dedicated a channel to you to help expose you exposing yourself. So when I wake up in the morning, I could be like, look at these goofy bastards and this stupid stuff they're saying. Because it's funny, guys. It's just funny. You guys are funny. Funny guys out there. All right. So there's the packs. 5 people on the wheel. And so we're going to need a wheel up there right now. A little shuffle-roo. This is the shortest intro. Oh, we did go. How did we go for an hour? I just killed an hour. And I thought it was like 20 minutes. I always have an hour-long intro. Maybe because it's earlier and I'm fresh, you know? We usually start at 9:30. All right, so we shuffled up the packs real good. Jesse A is going to get us started. I think he said he had a 1,700-mile drive, did he say today? I'm shot out of cannon right now. I feel good, guys. I feel real good. All right, we got Z's. There's a Z's documentary either out or coming out soon. I really got to look into it. I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know. I am a little embarrassed about that. All right, so what we need is our dividers. That's one thing I forgot to do, guys. I got to remove the label. Yeah, earlier is nice. What happened was my the family went to the beach. And I'm home alone, baby. Living the dream. I'm free. I'm free now. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to be productive, wasting time. Doing a lot of sorcery stuff. Yeah, you're the NFT king of the UK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people today. Okay, so that'll do it. We got 5 people. I did get my labels printed. So we got the label maker. We got Poughkeepsie tonight. Yeah, I was going through the chat. We were quoting Reddit. And someone was saying something about like I only surround myself around people that are not legit is what it was. So in order to delegitimize you, I needed to label you the NFT king of the UK. Dr. Jambonius, what's up, my friend? Welcome into the illegitimate YouTube channel. Tomorrow I'll be recording with Rule Zero. And he said he's probably going to release it on the Rule Zero YouTube channel Tuesday. I think he said we were going to talk for like an hour. I told him like I'm ready to go for like 5 hours, pal. Hours warm-up time for me. And if you want to put it out in phases and multiple videos, go nuts, my guy. I always got a lot to say. So I'm always self-promoting and talking about myself according to Reddit. All right, so here we go. We got Leo, the Smothering Tithe, and this is Z's. Apostles of the Mariel. for good luck. They're always with us. Is that Pelly? Pelly. No, it wasn't Pelly. There's a guy who looked like he had the Rule of Zero is a good channel. I'm liking it so far. I'm sure he'll hate me in due time. Give him like a month. He'll probably be like, that Mike Servati, Collector Art House, absolute scumbag. Absolute piece of garbage human being. That's usually the trend. All the tubers want to distance themselves. It's only a matter of time, guys. Oh, by the way, so Gen Con's coming up this week, right? We got Gen Con, and then we got Jesse is going to start us off here with 10 packs. We're looking at the Juan Playmat. Pre-orders are now up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After Gen Con, we're going to get a lot of Sorcery Con artist announcements. Every week, we're going to put out a schedule so you guys know when and where to get those announcements. It's probably going to be on the Sorcery Community Facebook group. Go to the links in my in the show notes, right? And join all of my communities. The Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group, the Collector Art House Discord. There's a Sorcery Con Discord as well. Obviously, we'll announce these artists. But you'll want to be on those groups primarily, right? To hear the announcements first, right? And then we'll probably see, if we get some support from Eric Curiosa official channels, posted on their channels. But we're going to have a new artist like every week, guys. My job is to do all of the art-centric aspects of Sorcery Con. So sometimes that's the merchandising, like the design for the badges. We got some new ideas for this year that are very exciting. The side sessions with the artists, getting all of the artists to come to the event. I think I'm going to have 20 sorcery artists this year, probably like 5 altarists. It's going to be, can you imagine 25 artists? The room's going to be filled all the way around the outside with artists. We're going to have these amazing side sessions. Ed's going to do a draw a dragon session with you. If you want to spend an hour or two with Ed Bear Jr., learning from him, teaching you how to draw your own dragon, you're going to walk out of that room with an amazing drawing of a dragon yourself. Freaking amazing. It's going to be unreal. No, I'm not going to Gen Con. Sorry. So that's why we waited till after Gen Con. So when that's behind us and everyone starts raging again that they couldn't go to Avatar of the Realm, you'll have a nice alternative to look forward to with Sorcery Con. Yeah, well, we're still working that out, Leodic. We're working on some logo design work and another special project. I cannot wait to show you guys that. It's coming together very nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, you guys are going to be freaking pumped about Sorcery Con. It's going to be like otherworldly. The prior ones were insane. Vegas, Indy, it just gets better and better. I'm not even exaggerating. All right. We got a foil in the first pack. We got the Atlas Wanderers. We had 2 new promos from Brian Smith. I was talking to Brian the other day. Oh, the Lighthouse. We just sold the Lighthouse artist proof for Marta. So we collaborated with Marta Molina. And is that not coming in too good? I'm getting some. How's that, guys? Hang on. Maybe the lighting's too harsh. So the Lighthouse. Can you guys see that? Okay. I don't know. There you go. That's better actually down there. All right. So the Lighthouse. It's beautiful dual site, right? Look at that foil. So she did a artist proof where she painted the back in a reimagined lighthouse, and she did an original painting that went along with that. Speaking of which, should we do an original painting auction this week? I didn't think about that, guys. I need to think about that. Or should we do a high-end playtest card? Maybe that's what we'll do. I think I have some spicy playtest cards we can run, like we did with the Cloud City this week. I like to do an extended auction. Top loaders, we're going to be needing those. I like to do an extended auction, like a Sunday to Friday of original art every week, like an original painting from Sorcery, or from an altarist that did a full-size painting, or a Sorcery artist sometimes does a full-size painting. All right, so we got pennies. Ultra Pro pennies. We got to sleeve up the hits. So we got a dual site foil to start us off. Very nice. And I see the Violent there. It's a popular one. Sorcery Con #1, baby. Omega Zool. Yeah, Sorcery Con is not an event I have prioritized because I see it more as like a player-centric event. And, my other interest categories take precedence in my busy schedule. So to go to more of like a player-centric event, I can only go to so many events. I got 3 little kids, guys. I'm very busy. Another dual site. So I have very limited time. I have a lot of endeavors with community, social media platforms, and content creation. I do create content despite that Reddit post. Tons of content. The collectorhouse.com website is the deepest, most vast, deepest research, widest in scope and depth of any site in the world, including the official sorcery page. You're not going to find more about the game than on collectorhouse.com. And that doesn't write itself. I've had some guest artists, but that's been minority scenarios. So I write those articles myself. I reach out to the artists. I do those interviews. I write the behind the scenes, the behind the art articles, all this stuff, right? And I welcome guest artists. I mean, guest authors. Not a curio. I could really use the help, actually, because I'm extremely busy with that and with all the different platforms that I try to foster engagement across. The master tracker. I remember asking Rafa, one of the game developers, about this, the master tracker. I was like, what did they change? They kept changing the design, the gameplay mechanic on this. All enemies permanently lose stealth. I was like, why is that an elite? Like, why did you even use that mechanic at an elite level? So all enemies permanently, and he's like, at the time in alpha, it wasn't that strong. But I think that's the type of card that could get much better in time and have more use cases. Although it is a bit specific, right? Because not everybody's playing stealth. So I don't know. Maybe it's one of those side collection cards or something nowadays that has utility. But there you go. An elite foil. That's solid. Of course, we want to see unique foils. It's only 248 unique of each unique foil. The 67 uniques in Sorcery. Ooh, the River of Flame. That's a nice unique. Non-foil. Not a curio. If you're new to Sorcery, you're new to the channel, you go to collectorarthouse.com. The history menu page, subpage, curios. And it's the most robust, deeply researched archive on curios in the world. Find out about every single curio in Sorcery. And educate yourself on the game, because you need to know what a curio is before you start opening packs. Because they're extremely rare and scarce, desirable, and therefore valuable. Things that are rare and in demand equals scarce equals valuable. All right. So whether you're a player or a collector, you want to know what is valuable. All right. So another elite. Maybe this will be an elite heavy box. Beautiful Jussie Pelkis. Jussie, did you join the chat? I was talking to him on Facebook. I don't know if he's actually going to join. He had a long journey home. I think he said he rode his bike home. He had an 8-hour train ride. And then he had the bicycle. I think he meant bicycle. Maybe he did say bicycle. And I didn't listen good enough. I don't think he has a motorcycle. Or maybe, I don't know. In these European countries, they have, what do you call those things? The mopeds? The Vespas? Vespa, maybe? I think he said he bicycled. That was the impression I got. So he's on a train for 8 hours, and he's got a bike home. That's wild. Ooh, the Infernal Legion. Nice. Damn, you're hitting a lot of foils here, man. You're making the other guys nervous. The incredible Jeff Easley. We saw him on the Sorcery community group earlier with Sudlow and Braum. TSR guys. So you had Easley, Braum, Sudlow, Alan Pollock. They all shared a studio in the early days. Literally in the studio together, painting for TSR. And then they became really iconic Magic the Gathering artists. And now Sorcery Contestant Realm artists, as Erik's looking for those artists with that throwback 80s, 90s fantasy art style. Those guys fit the mold to a T. But it's really amazing to come out of the same studio. I think Liz Danforth is a little older than these guys. So she was, of course, did TSR as well, but she was there before them. So she's kind of like a different, all the dual sites. It's kind of like a different group, different age group and stuff. Maybe, certainly saw those guys at Magic shows and stuff over the years, but maybe not in the same kind of closer circle of friends per se. Oh, the beautiful Donnybrook in. I love a good Donnybrook. All right, Astral. Nothing too insane. He had 10 packs. Thank you very much. Appreciate the guys that go in for 10 or even 5 too. I do a 5-pack minimum. If you want to do 1 or 2 packs, you can go break with Philosopher cards or Whatnot or something. If you go to Whatnot, you're probably going to pay like 70, 75 bucks a pack or something. But you could break with Ghost. Does he do Whatnot? I don't know if he does break. He's a great single seller. Ghost TCG. Not a what did he call it? The Cabal? The Caballero. He's not one of those guys. He was slandered. His posts were taken out of context with you freaking degenerates. So again, you assholes on I don't care. I'll get demonetized. Scumbags on freaking Reddit. Idiots. Taking things out of context, slandering people, defaming people. Bunch of scumbags, all right? You cannot believe what you read on the internet, especially taken out of context, and especially about people you don't even know. Anyway, I digress. I go on these rants. So yeah, Ghost, you can find him on Whatnot. He's a great guy, support. Matt, I always forgot Matt's channel's name. MZ Cards, I think it is. And then the other guy is, of course, Steve does it on YouTube. The other guy is Razgul. Not Razagul. Raz. It's probably Raz, to be honest. But, you know. What do I know? What do I know about anything? So you can do one. My point was you can do 1, 2, 3 packs with these kinds of guys. I do a 5-pack minimum because I don't want to send out like 39 packages. Just don't want to do it. So I do 5 minimum. Some guys do 5. Some guys do 10. Some guys do 8. Appreciate it. Makes my life easier. Gives you guys better odds of hitting something. I know it costs more to buy in, but it's the way I want to do it. 10 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Roberto's is in for 10. Thanks, man. It's awesome. It's convenient. It's great. You guys, so like my point is less people want to do my breaks because the buy-in cost is not higher on a per pack basis. I think my pricing is pretty generous with patrons, Patreon supporters especially. But you got to buy more packs, so you got to spend more in aggregate, not per pack or per card basis. So who's on the wheel here? I'm sorry. It was Pikipki. So there's going to be less people that want to do it, and therefore it doesn't always sell out fast, but whatever. We do it when we can, and it's great, fun content, nice hanging out. Autumn Unicorn, she's a beaut, man. My buddy at the Gaste in France. He's coming back. Came all the way from France to Sorcery Con, and he's coming again because he knows what the real deal is. The premier event in all of Sorcery. The number one Sorcery Con. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be absolutely freaking insane this year. If you did not buy your Sorcery Con ticket yet, why? Why? Tell me in the chat why you would not. Unless you have like a conflict and you absolutely can't go. You should go. You should book your hotel, get the room block. So we have capacity for like 1,000 people at least. We'll sell 1,000 tickets. No problem. And you can come. We're not going to like sell out in 2 seconds, right? So there's not particular urgency per se on the ticket itself, but the room block can fill up. And our room rate is very good. It's very low. It's way cheaper than Avatar than Realm. It's cheaper than our own cost for Sorcery Con Indy and certainly for Vegas. Or Vegas wasn't too bad because Vegas they want you to come booze and spend money at the casino. But please, Lord, good Lord, nope. Please, Lord, good Lord. So you want to get the room block is my point. Buy your ticket, buy the room block, buy your airfare very early, right? Save money on that. Save costs because we're going to have 25 freaking artists. We're going to have 20 artists from the game. At least, guys, I'm still going to get more artists. So, I mean, more artists announced. I'll probably get more to come. That's what I do. My responsibility is to make a legendary art show, and I am wholly dedicated to doing so. Year-round, we plan this. Literally every week, we have a meeting for at least an hour with the Sorcery Con team. Myself, Chantel, Alex, Carter, and Paparazzi, our AV guy. That's the core team, guys. 5 people. We have volunteers helping us out, very graciously helping us with various things. But we are meeting every single week, year-round, to create an incredible experience for people. You probably could sleep in the lobby. I don't know. I wouldn't say for sure. It's a casino. I don't know if that means higher standards or looser standards. That's a card right there. That is a card. How's the screen, guys? Is it looking too dark or is it pretty good? You guys seeing the cards okay? I mean, I could like rotate some lights a bit, maybe. It's going to blow up my face, but maybe create some glare in the top loaders. It's the problem. Like, I don't really want it all up on my face. The hotel's not bad, Roberto's. You got to come see these artists, man. Oh, Mother Nature. What a card. Nick Reynolds' favorite card. The grid-based designer of sorcery. Why is my chat always so quiet? You go to Philosopher Cards and people are just shooting the shit the whole time. Having a great time. It's ghost town in my things. Is it because I talk too much? Steve doesn't talk as much as me. He just does the work and reads the chat. With me, I try to bring the entertainment myself and crack jokes, tell stories. It's a different approach. Oh, you're coming, Roberto's? That's awesome, man. Can't wait to meet you and your wife. That's great to hear. The bottomless pit. Cave trolls. You guys see the heat on the dromedary playtest the other day? 650 bones for that dromedary. All right, Poughkeepsie. You got the Quagmire from Kaio. It was a weak set of 9 packs for you this week, my friend. Sorry about that, dude. I think he said, did he say hold it? Who was the guy that said hold the cards and consolidate and ship later? I'll check the chat. Might have been Poughkeepsie. So he might be in on some other action. Guy likes art too. Good guy. What does that advance button do? What does that button do? I don't know if I ever noticed that before. Roberto's. Let me see. Where'd my mouse go? All right, there it is. All right, let's click this advanced button and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't break things. Are you sure you want to switch to advanced mode? Advanced mode provides more customization, but you cannot paste in several entries at once. You can always switch back by unchecking it. All right, so what do we got to lose? Whoa! What is that? Oh, we got percentages. So we got percent likelihood that they're going to hit next. 2 people on the wheel, 50-50 chance. Go figure. That's good math. That's good clutch math right there. All right, guys. Stop screwing around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Trying to even out the remaining packs. Got 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right, Bear Toes. And then we got Ghost and Erik are left on the wheel. I'm thinking about what else I want to do on this show. I feel like we didn't show off enough stuff. Show off the PSA 10. This is the card we got to hit, guys. The PSA 10 Philo Stone. Coming to auction week after next. Not this week, but the week after that. That's going to be a banger. This ends tonight. The Cloud City. Yeah, do I want to offer an original painting this week? And which one would I do? It's a tough question. Should we chill? You know what? Maybe we'll chill on the original paint. When does Gen Con start? Maybe I shouldn't offer original painting because people will be busy with Gen Con travel. It's probably the right play, guys. I'll wait. I'll wait this week. Do I want to do a high-end card then, for that matter? I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it more basic this week. Go with alters, artist proofs. You're running the mill 24-hour auctions. I think what I'll do though is have a pretty spicy playtest card. I'll mix in some playtest cards this week. The ones Erik printed. Should I do a Rafa signed one? That would be pretty interesting, but I don't know. I got a so I announced that PCG is going to have a table at Sorcery Con. I made a deal with them. And yeah, they're going to vend at the Sorcery Con. And I am going to submit a substantial slab order with them. Very substantial. Hundreds of cards, probably. You go hard or you go home, guys. You only live once. We're all on borrowed time. So you gotta kind of YOLO a bit and enjoy it while you can, right? What else you got? If you're not enjoying it while you can. Are there any foils in this box? Or did we open them all already? Oh, the Savior. Forgot about that. Oh, another River of Flame. Is that a troll? Cave Troll foil. Should I open some Gothic after this? Or do that like another night? Could have another live. Take a break. Do a live later today or tomorrow. I'm recording with Sean, so that's probably not going to happen. Tuesday, I was thinking about taking a ride and submitting hundreds of PCG cards. Cards to PCG to authenticate the historic collection and the different variants therein. Roberto's, come on, man. 2 packs left. We need some juice. We are not hitting the foils. And I'm kind of glossing over the elites and uniques. Boss Troll, not a curio. One last pack. One last pack. Come on. Will the stepsisters be grading cards? That's always a possibility of PCG. The Nimbus Gem. Cave Troll. I thought I saw a double Cloud Spirit grapple shot. Shit. Only one ordinary foil. The Cave Trolls. For Roberto's. This has been a tough box tonight. It's a tough box. Got roughly a quarter of a alpha box. All right, so 50-50 chance here, according to the advanced menu. Ghost. Looks like it's going to be Ghost for 6. And then Eric D will take it home. Yeah, it was a tough one, Roberto. Sorry, man. I always feel bad when people don't crush. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alpha's strange like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes you hit monsters. Sometimes you hit a cold streak and then just surprises you with something wild like a curio or a high-end foil. All right. Angel's Egg. Very nice. Ghost, you got that. You got a beautiful art collection, man. I mean, Roberto, sorry. I'm opening for Ghost. It's got some nice. I hit a couple Mother Natures. Got some nice Atlas Thorns. All right. So we got the Boars. I think I might have a Boars. Maybe this is a sign. I might have a Boars Artist Proof from Vasily to offer. Since I pulled that, should we do a Vasily to open the week? Maybe showcase a Vasily Artist Proof. Get that popping tonight. I don't know if Gen Con week will affect things with tension and spend in the market, but it's not like everyone goes to Gen Con. It's in freaking Indianapolis for one. It's not the greatest locale. And you got hosts at Sorcery Fest, Arbo. You're up late tonight, Arbo. You rolling into work late tomorrow? The Dromedary. So what's the name of your YouTube channel there, Arbo? Tell them about it. Forgot the name of it. Sorcery Fest looked like a good time now. Those guys look like they run a great event. I always get very good feedback from the artists. I heard the artist did very well. I'm going in early. Might as well pull an all-nighter then. Beautiful Severin Unravel. So yeah, Pedro Ferrero was there. He did very well. Kaio and Vivian sold like everything they brought. So they did tremendously well. I'm actually expecting a shipment. Might take like a week or two to get here, but Kyle and Vivian will be sending me some stuff. Oh, I forgot. Next weekend we got a big auction coming up. It's going to be from Elvira Shakarova, one of the goddesses of sorcery. We're going to have an auction for her next weekend. I got to tell her it's Gen Con weekend now. I don't know if that affects things. You guys got to get the word out for her. Because she's doing a big time artist proof card. Yeah, it's going to be a banger, guys. You will not be disappointed about this AP that's coming from Elvira. That's good. That's good. I remember that for next weekend. Oh, Cloud City. Beautiful card. Beautiful. But a non-foil. All right. Please be a grid lord here for you, pal. All right. So 2 Curio opportunities. Not that one. But the Sorcerer. Ah, no grid lord. Just an avatar. All right. So you had 2 uniques. Ghost. That was Ghost. 6. An awkward 6, which means I don't think that will fit in a team bag with just 6. And I had that for Ghost. I think I tweaked my back or something. All right, so Eric D, obligatory wheel spin to finish this alpha box. And then should I open some Gothic? The night is young. It's 6:30. The family's traveling. I'm a bachelor. So do I... What am I going to have for dinner tonight? That's what I was thinking about. What am I going to eat for dinner? I had some Chipotle earlier. It's pretty good. They got this limited time honey chicken going on. Go try the honey chicken. Put in a plug for Chipotle while we're here. Check out the shop page here, guys. CollectorArthouse.com. Got a new shop page. And you guys can see all my playmats that I have in stock. The 2 Sorcery Con ones, several from Severn Pinel. We're sold out of the pond. And then if you guys want the Juan Machuca playmat that you see on the screen here, cloth one, you got to go to CurioCavern.com. 2-week pre-order on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So act fast. If you join the Collector Art House Patreon, I forgot to say this earlier, you can get a $5 discount on your order. I offer a lot of value through the Patreon on discounted packs for breaks, discounts on merchandise products that I sell, be it embellished prints, sometimes some special altar sales, playmats, done several playmat designs, several more in design stage. We sold some of Arbo's frames. Hey, well, we got Arbo here. I think I got 3 left. I don't think I sold these ones, guys. Oh, I got some curios in there, Arbo. Look at that. Just happen to have a grid lord laying around. See? R3D, real 3D. I think these frames are not sold. So I think I have 3 of these that I could sell in theory. You got the 9-piece, my personal favorite, one of my favorites. And look, you got a Belfry. Just chilling in the elite frames. Elite cards in elite frames. Oh, you launched the website? Good. Are you selling in only UK and Europe? It probably wouldn't make sense economically. I mean, the shipping is going to be killer for to ship to the US. Unless people want to pay for it. I mean, it's hard to find like good frames. So it might be worth it to people. Oh, worldwide. Yeah, shipping's expensive as hell. So we'll see. Let me know if there's like a lot of demand for it. We can collab again. I could sell it here in the US. I should do send me DM me some pictures of your latest design and the pricing. Like your cost, basically. We could see if it's economically feasible, and I could put out a word to my Patreon and Discord. If there's interest in them, maybe I'll take some stock of them and help out with some sales in the U.S. I always loved this artwork by Vincent Pompetti, the Kite Archer. Pretty sure Simon bought this one from the company. It's a beautiful work of art. That is a great painting to own, man. Simon's got good taste. He's got a nice collection of paintings. All right, so at least the guy got one foil, an exceptional. We did not hit any unique foils. We got some elites. All right, yeah, you can do that tomorrow, man. I know it's late and you got to get up early. It's no rush. I didn't mean tonight. No rush, pal. Last pack in the box, and then physical NFTs. That is a job for the physical NFT man. We'll sling these physical NFTs. Hustling. Incredible. Oh, another foil. Is it the Marine Voyage? It's a voyage. All right. So last two packs, he gets two exceptional foils. Plenty of time for sleep when we're dead. That's correct. That is right. There'll be little to do when dead. Just gonna lay there. Lay there. I almost started naming names, Dan. But I don't want people to call me a jerk. People don't understand the humor. No one likes to laugh anymore. Very serious. Nobody likes to laugh. Only Dan laughs. Everyone else is pouting and bitching about stuff. Like, nah! Physical NFTs! Physical NFTs never look so good. Physical NFT guy. What a scumbag. Makes no content. Oh my god. There's animals on the interwebs. All right, so let's open a box of Gothic. Since this is the shortest episode, we're not even at the 2-hour mark. It's like the shortest episode I've ever done live. I could end it right now and probably get a lot more views, like a real YouTuber. But I'm going to not do that. And instead destroy the algorithm. Oh, you know what? I might need those, actually. Why am I putting those away? All right, so we got that. Gothic box. What else could we do about... should I do the Gothic box? I could splice it into a separate video later, and then it still counts, right? So before I'll do a professional. All right, see you, Argo. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'll do a professional Gothic box opening, and then I'll do a. So before I do that, is my point. I got to show you guys what. I got to make a decision here on like what playtest card to offer, and if I want to do a week long banger, or just do like a couple this week. What card or element would you guys like to see for the first print playtest card offers? The Erik Olofsson printed playtest. Not sure. I have been doing air, wind. But I think I did like most of the high-end ones already from that deck. It's a tough call. Is there more in here? I think I worked through like at least like half that deck. Any element type or card? Why do I still have so many fire ones? They're all sleeved up. Let's see. See if we have any bangers. Doomsday Prophet? Does anybody care about that card? I do have one more Drome Dairy. Shifting Sands by Kyle Altart. Got a Cornerstone. The Will of the Wisp. I think that one kind of was a bust. No one bid on it. It's the only bust we had. That was early, though. Everybody wants these cards now. Oh, hang on. Oh, the family got to Maryland. Said it was a brutal drive. Hang on. I should respond. All right. All right. Yeah, it's a long day. So let's see. The Earth deck. Ooh, got some spicy Earth. Got some spicy Earth cards. Ooh. Trolls. I don't know. I wanted to show you guys something cool, but got no input. Water? Did I leave anything hot from water? Thought I did have some. Oh, I do have a couple alt art. Oh, dang. Did I offer water before? Flood is fun. How about Brob Dingnab? Bullfrog. Did I offer one of those before? Everyone likes a good... Oh! Polar... I did offer a polar bears. I don't know, guys. Thought there was more spice. So, I do like a good bullfrog. That was one of the early classics, too, for the storytelling of the flavor of the game. All right. Let's open some Gothic. I don't really know. I'll worry about that later. About which cards we're going to auction this week. I do have some. I'll grab the Vasily. I'll show you guys the last. I think it's the last Vasily artist proof that I have to offer. In just a moment. What's up, Ghost? The box was very weak. It was just mediocre, really. Yeah, no problem, man. Check out Ghost's website. It's basically the top single seller in Sorcery. It's also a moderator at TGM, which Steve from Philosopher Cards and I created. We hit 1,250 members. Oh, it is not wild boars, in fact, guys. It's not wild boars. It's the lake Afank. An ordinary beast lurks at water's edge. It has lethal and submerge. With a roar, it leapt straight into the deep blue water that was to become its new home. I like that. I like that flavor text. So this is an artist proof by Vasily Ermolayev. The 1 of 25. Freaking Vasily, man. It looks like an original painting. I love how he does his original paintings like this. I'm going to show you one because I hadn't shipped it yet. Like, the guy that won the his original often has me hold his cards and ship all at once. So I happen to still have the Zap handy right over here. And here's, see what I mean? I put it in this bag to protect it. The glassine bag, acid free. But you see what I mean? Like how it has that thin border. Like he paints a border on it. Or maybe he treats the board first and then paints on it. So it always has this nice thin border when he does these paintings. And it's actually a very nice effect. It almost doesn't matter because like when you frame it up, you might use that and leave it exposed like that, or you might cover it up or choose a different color. But he does this on his paintings, which are absolutely amazing and phenomenal. And his artist proofs actually look like little paintings, right? And that's what they are. I mean, but they look like his full-size original paintings is a better way to say it, with the way he has that border. So maybe the Lake of Fonk we might offer this week from Arthurian Legends. I'll think about that one. But let's get into some Gothic. Oh, got to break that seal. Got to break that seal. Remember Seal, guys? Whatever happened to him? Kiss from a Rose? Kiss from a Rose on the grave? It's good. Pretty good singer. All right. Should we open some shard bugs? I have some bugs. I forgot because Lewis sent me 2 boxes, and then like the show ran long, and I completely forgot we had 2 boxes. All right, we got to get focused on this box opening because I said I would do just like cut this into a separate video. So. All right, now it'll be a professional YouTube video. All right, so we got the Juan Machuca Playmat. Premium cloth, foldable, light fabric. Gonna need some top loaders. And we're gonna get it popping with the Gothic. Gothic has been out for quite a while now. We featured it at Sorcery Con. God, these cards feel good. They look good. Just feels a lot more refined than those early days. So what was the we hit an avatar. What is the rarity of this avatar? The Animist? I always forget that. 3 exceptionals and then the Animist. So it's either an elite or unique. I'm sure you guys know in chat. All right. So we got a Gibbous Night Gaunts. Exceptional demons wane into night. Airborne and Voidwalk. Ordinary? The Animist? Nah, that can't be right. It was in the Elite or Unique slot. Cannot be right. It says it's an ordinary. Gonna find out. Ready? I'll show you how you find out. You go to Facebook. Hey-oh! Something is happening. You better get there. All right, I gotta like the post. What a thumbnail. All right, so what we're going to need to do is go to the community group and then go to the featured banner. You click featured up here. And then you scroll through. We see the couple of live auctions that are going on. They're ending tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. But if I keep going, there's a post in here. Oh, this is coming soon too, by the way, guys. The deck box with the elemental avatars. Beautiful. My buddy that passed, my other buddy, his daughter's sick. We raised a lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars for them. Thank you all for contributing. The 3D board is coming soon to the art house too, by the way. Over the next few weeks, probably like within the next month, I'll have it in hand and I'll be able to showcase that. Hopefully get it out to some LGSs. But here in this post, pinned, you have the Animist is an elite. So the Animist is an elite avatar. And again, you just go to Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group and check the banners. And actually, if I go to the Collector Art House Discord website, again, we got the new shop page up here. Go to Sorcery Cards Gothic. And then, let's see, filter by rarity. Let's filter by rarity. We'll get the elites. Problem is, there's going to be there you go. The Animist is under the elites category. And how else could I sub-select by them? So can I do a double filter? I haven't done this in a while. I usually do one filter. I'm always looking by artist. So if I knew it was a Margaret Organ Keen and I wanted to see elites, there you go. There you have Animist is an elite by Margaret Organ Keen. One of the early Magic artists. Lion's Eye Diamond, right, guys? All right. So back to the break. We have an elite Animist. So I'm going to sleeve that bad boy up. The foils I'll throw into top loaders, which I forgot. I was going to do that. I forgot if I sleeved up all the elites and uniques. Maybe not, because that'd be a lot. Can't remember. All right. So we have the elite Malachim. Wow, what an artwork by Francesca Berald. That is a beauty. An elite angel stands against the night. I love angels, man. So Erik in his interviews was saying that why is there so much dark Gothic art in this set as opposed to a better balance of angels and demons? They were calling it angels and demons at first. That was the rumored name on the street, at least, that we were speculating on. But it ended up being a lot more demons than angels, or dark art than light art. And the reason for that is he said it was just fun and it came naturally to develop the darker art. You know, there was like good mechanics for it. The art was cool. So that's just kind of how the deck balance ultimately ended up. So the Earth. That's a unique. We just saw the Zap original painting. Just showcase that to you guys. Ian Miller. Weathered Trunks. Ian Miller out recently with some really nice heavy hitting artwork for Magic the Gathering. Still doing it, man. He's still going. An Elite Mortal, and that's a good card too. The Exorcist, very strong card. Juan Machuca, great artist. The Zap. I still have a few more Juan paintings. The Spore Sprouts, I think I have that original painting. I was going to say I got a couple more Vasily paintings that I can offer too for auction, which I might do that soon. I just don't want to do it over Gen Con week because I think people's attention might be diverted. And, you know, I want the artists to do well, and I want people to also have an opportunity to claim the artwork that they want to and compete for the paintings that they want. Core Crematory. That's wild. That is a great artwork by our guy, Dan Seagrave. What's everybody been doing this weekend? Maybe I'll mow the lawn. Maybe I'll just mow the lawn. Oh, the Golgor. Killing it on the lawns. Open grave. Very nice. Sleeve that bad boy up. All right. I kind of knew the surprise from Ed would be a shirt and an eyebrow reference. I just had a feeling, guys. Get messages on Discord. What's next weekend? Gen Con? Oh, Gen Con next weekend, yeah. It's next weekend, all right. So how long is Gen Con? Jog my memory here. Is it Thursday to Sunday? Friday to Sunday? Tell me it could get quiet towards the end of the week, or depending how you look at it, it's probably be popping off on the social medias because I assume they're going to have spoilers of wrong pile, my friends. Ordinary unique. Okay. I assume they're going to have a lot of spoilers from the Frost and Fire deck. Thursday to Sunday. Okay. So we'll be seeing all those spoilers and reveals maybe Wednesday night, probably not. And Thursday. Sliding right off here. These cards are so slick, they're slippery. It's funny. Start a second pile. Thursday to Sunday. Okay, so Thursday, we can expect to see a lot of spoilers in Sorcery. You guys are going to want to join the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. That is where you'll see the spoilers first. We will have our special agents at Sorcery Con. By the way, if you guys are going to Sorcery Con, please be sure to send me through DM the pictures, the spoilers, or just go ahead and post them right on the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. That is the largest group in Sorcery and the most active and engaging. And you guys will be able to discover the wonderful new art of the new battle decks. Are they calling them battle decks? It's essentially what they are from Sorcery that we expect will break this week. I love that Harvest Festival artwork by Aranja Art. Summon Eltham and Sarava townsfolk from your collection to an allied site. Exceptional magic braids bonds of fellowship. Beautiful work there. Hemogoblin. Funny card. Oh, Mimic. That's a good one. That is a good card by Pollock. Nice. Exceptional. The one-shot wizard. That's an artwork as well. That is a good artwork. Good. It's good. It's good. Decent turnout tonight. What did we peak at? Like 20 to 30 people when we were opening alpha and showcasing some art. Oh, the Paladins. Very nice. Very nice artwork by Marta Molina. And baptized by Marta. Beautiful. Old Gothic, guys. How you guys enjoying Gothic? Is it still fun to open? What are you guys chasing? Archangel? Michael? What's the banger, you guys think? Where did we settle? Oh, that's a nice one. Kiss of Judas. One of the more popular from our buddy Scott Kirshner. Who we saw. You gotta get your Grey Wolves for the... Are you going to Gen Con, Nomad? You gonna play? Compete? Oh, Archangel Gabriel. Remember we sold that original painting a few weeks back? Beautiful artwork. I still have the original for Lash, if anybody's interested. Selling that for Juan. Only have 3 originals left for Juan. But I am also offering the Overflowing Court. Got some nibbles on that one, but no confirmed sale yet. So if anybody is interested in that piece, oh God, Killer Report, amazing by Juan. Angel Ascendant. Gift of the Frog, no Curio. Should I mow? It's getting a little overcast out there. It's probably nice and comfortable. Putrid Present. Emil Edzikowski. Great artist. One of the great new greats of Gothic. What does a guy have to do to get an AP Dream Quest? Hey, what's up, Ken? It's tough, man. Elvira is super busy. However, she's working on 2 artist proofs, and we are going to auction one this weekend. It's going to be a Friday to Sunday auction, presuming she gets it done by then. But they will be an incredible card from... I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry. An incredible card from Gothic. Not Alpha this time. Oh, I always loved the Boulevard. What a great artwork. The Novice Necromancer. The Den of Evil. You like Bless? What about Bless? What about Bless? Guy just randomly said Bless. Oh, God bless me. Thank you. I thought you meant the... that's hilarious. I thought you meant the Truett Parish. The Truett Parish card you're talking about. Book Burners. That's actually hilarious. What does this card do? I forgot about this card. Elite Mortals consign history to ash. Once on your turn, Book Burners may banish a document from the realm or a magic from a cemetery. Hilarious. Guy named the card Book Burners. Gotta love it. Sorcery is on another innovation wavelength from other games. Lacuna Entity. That is a classic. What a title. Love it. Love it. You see this original? Where'd I put it? It's up there, baby. See it? Got the original painting right there. I have all of Mikhail Nagypal's original paintings. If anyone's interested in purchasing one of those, just reach out to me. I got to put some artwork on the website, but right now you can go to collectorarthouse.com website to my new shop page and find the playmats that I have to offer. Oh, this is a great original painting that I have from Mikhail Nagypal too, by the way. The Driftwood Morrows. Really nice work of art there. All right. I think we're more than halfway through the, maybe about halfway. The Gothic box here. Ether Amoeba. Severin Pinot. Dang. Wow, what a beautiful artwork. That is a great artwork as well. Severin's so great, man. We're working on a little collaboration. She's helping me out with something. Great artist. It's been a year or so, but I remember when I first tuned in, we had a lot of MetaZoo trolls bashing the game. Are we still seeing that, or has it died? No, there's no MetaZoo trolls anymore. I think they kind of just fell off, or maybe they got like interested in the reboot going on now. See, when he said bless, I thought he was talking about the Truant card. I don't know. Like, those guys are just like, what was happening there, Ken? Like a year or two ago, is there were like a lot of speculators lurking around from Flesh and Blood, from MetaZoo, from all of those like Kickstarters that were popping off at that time. So that's a good card, Gargantula. So they were still like hanging on and just floating around the scene to kind of see what things were worth, and they were looking to dump their sorcery, and they're just speculating from the beginning, looking to dump it and move on. So, oh, you're excited about that, Gilded Quest? The MetaZoo reboot? It's interesting. People are like all or nothing on MetaZoo. It's a very interesting, polarizing kind of game. Mega Lurker. Matthias Frisk. Yeah, people either love it or hate it, I guess. I'm neutral. I just don't care about it. I don't hate it. I just don't care about it. So I'm neutral. MetaZoo Cope was pathetic. Big Willie Risley. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like because people were heavily invested in MetaZoo. Like I knew like major sports guys, like business people that really knew cards, sports cards and stuff. And they were speculating on MetaZoo. It was like the hot thing. Like it was like the game to speculate on from not just like the average Joes that speculate on Kickstarter, but like real like deep pocket guys that are into sports cards world and stuff. There was a lot of crossover, probably because of Steve Aoki was a big name, big money guy, rich guy that was involved in the game. So on my way to annual training for Army, and I just remember you banning the same dude who kept making a new account. Yeah, I remember that too. That guy just kept coming in, and like I didn't really know what I was doing with banning and stuff because like I didn't have a moderator or anything like helping out. And then it was funny. I think was it Nomad? Was it Nomadic that I accidentally banned, and I had to figure out how to unban him. Oh, I know. There's a hit. Beautiful card. The legendary Quentin Hoover. Oh, nice Golgor. That is a beast. Yeah, I sold this painting. That was a beauty. Yeah, the accidental... Oh, wrong pile again. The accidental banning. That was funny. Because there was like a lag, and it was actually like I was like counter to what I was just saying, and nobody comments in the chat. It opens the dialogues. There were people chatting a lot, and it was just whipping by, and I somehow clicked on the wrong guy. You remember that, Willie Risley? That's funny, dude. You ready to go for Cathartic Monday tomorrow? They were hitting all the wand cards. Cathartic Meme Monday. This is a great artwork. I think Argo had to leave, but I think Pedro had that original painting at Sorcery Fest. This is a real cool painting. Pedro's a great guy, man. He's coming to Sorcery Con. I can't wait to meet him in person. Yeah, I had I don't know if I had something for Cathartic, but I don't know. Might have been the LeBron James thing. Probably not though. I thought I had was it well, it was oh yeah, I remember what it was. I think it had to do with like Breaking Bad. Meme Monday is your gig. Yeah. I think it was had to do with like Los Pollos Hermanos, and I was gonna like troll some guys in Discord or something. Just can't remember the deets on that. What's a good Jussie? Should we do a Jussie Pilkus Betrayal? I think I have a Betrayal artist proof from him. Maybe I'll run that this week and preview it to you guys in a moment. Excuse me. Having a hard time talking today. All right. Divine Lance. Hey. Bless again. Piles are getting unruly. Means we only have 2 packs left. Kind of want to run the Betrayal if I haven't. Did I already run Betrayal? I might have. Oh, the Ursat's Plots. I remember that. Remember Jurgen was big on that card? That was like his favorite card. Wonder if it still is. Jurgen, if you watch this later, I know it's late in Europe or whatever. Let me know if that's still your favorite card. The Dole Chance. All right. So let's see. Did we get the right amount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foils? Does that sound about right? We had an exceptional, 2 exceptionals, 3 exceptionals. It's the thing where you get all exceptionals, right? 2 ordinaries. Ordinaries more rare than exceptionals was the theme for Gothic somehow. All right, another exceptional. All right, so we got an elite, 2 ordinaries, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exceptionals. Sounds about right. Oh, sure. How many of these did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I lost count. All right, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was checking as I go if I put all the ordinaries and elites in here. Let me just do a quick check. So I got ordinaries. So I messed up a few times where I dropped the pile in the wrong stack. I meant to put just the ordinaries and elites together. I mean, the elites and uniques. Elites and uniques. Elites and uniques. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right, guys. So, got it sorted. All right, so 8's about right. All right, let's see how many. This is the non-foil elites and uniques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So that's right. Got the 36. And then we got the 1 additional elite, couple ordinaries, and then the exceptionals. Per usual. So what I was going to do, guys, is look at the Jussie Artist Proof. All right. So let me see. Which Jussie Proofs do I have? Do I have a Betrayal? What is like a cool... No, I must have offered that one already. I have a full set of Jussie Pilkus Gothic Artist Proofs. What would be a cool card to offer from his Gothic collection? And I think I also have a couple promo cards from him. Right? The Bone Rabble? The Bone Rabbles he did are pretty cool. What is like a good card from Gothic for Jussie? It'd be a good one to offer. Blasphemy could be pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty sick. Blasphemy is tempting. That's a unique. I really like the monks. What he did with the monks is pretty sweet. What's another good one? The Sturgian Archers? That one's pretty sick. I always think that's a promo, but I don't think it was it? That was in the core set, thought. Hauntless Head is fun. That one's pretty wild. The version of that he did. Maybe I could do a Headless Haunt playtest and a Hauntless Head Gothic. Bladder Blimp seems to be a fun one. People are trying to get to work. Bullwhip, I think. Once any turn, bearer may deal 1 damage to target adjacent minion. That's pretty interesting. I thought Erik said that was like the auto include for draft. They're pretty sick. Any Jussie recommendations? I might show you guys Blasphemy. It's such an incredible artwork. All right, guys, you want to see the Blasphemy one? Maybe we'll offer Blasphemy this week. No, we said we do. Let's do the Headless Haunt because I want to do the play test. Hauntless Head. All right. So Headless Haunt, by Jesse Pilkus. An exceptional spirit in search of some body. Spellcaster, Voidwalk. At the start of your turn, Hauntless Head teleports to the top of a random site or void. Jasit Sine Trunkel Moment. Ready for this, guys? Buckle up, baby. It's a good one. Oh! Look at this guy. The Hauntless Head. The Glowing Ember Cross. Iced on the left. Inflamed and piercing his cheek on the other side. This is you in the morning when you wake up? That's relatable. This is sick. This is such a great proof, man. This is just incredible. I love it. It's almost got that fire and ice type effect to it. It's perfect for the new set coming out. It was just meant to be. It was the one that was meant to be. So we'll have that one, and we'll have the maybe we'll do the Vasily from Arthurian Legends. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it there. It was cool hanging out, per usual. A lot of fun doing an alpha break. 2 hours, short show. Short for me. We got the Ed Bear Jr. shirt. Thank you very much to Ed. Brilliant. Got the eyebrows cleaned up today. The barbershop. Got the haircut. Looking fresh. Everybody have a great week. Probably not going to do an original painting this week. We're going to hold it because of Gen Con. Wait till people get back, and then maybe next week, Sunday to Friday, we'll do an original painting. But we'll have some really fun, great alters and artist proofs this week. And probably some original early era playtest cards, which are a lot of fun to collect and something pretty unique. So everybody that's going to Gen Con, travel safe, have a great time. Be cool with each other playing, it's kind of casual, semi-competitive game, I guess. Have a great time. And I always appreciate you tuning in. Check out my new shop page. Hey, I'm everywhere. Check out my new shop page at collectorarthouse.com. If you want to get a playmat, I'll get that right out to you. And the Juan Machuca playmat, if you want to get the cloth premium playmat that folds up, bring it to Avatar of the Realm because you'll have it by then. You can bring it to Sorcery Con. And after Gen Con, you can look forward to some amazing announcements from the many attending artists that'll be coming to Sorcery Con. Keep it sharp, guys. Iced and sharp to cut that glass, right? Razor thin, baby. Take care, everybody. Till next time, have a great week. See you.